Hello all, Project Wargaming here with an update on the ACW campaign that Dad and I have begun. So we have played out 3 turns, 3 campaign turns, and this is the disposition of our forces out on the table. So I started on this table edge, and Dad started at the table edge, far other table edge, and so we just slowly moved our troops and got ourselves in there. So was able to get around this river up here, the Sassafras River, on this side, and he's got a core over here, and then he's got a core in the kind of the valley there. We're calling this campaign the Possum Valley Campaign. So obviously fictional, but it'll be interesting. I was able to get a couple cores across, and I have a couple cores here kind of on this flank. So this is the battle that we're getting ready to fight out probably Monday. We'll probably call it the Battle of Cedar Crossing because this is the main town that Dad's kind of pushing towards. I'm going to have 2 core to his 1 core. I bet we're going to be pretty even as far as troop numbers go, but we'll see. I think I'm going to end up with probably 60 stands of infantry plus artillery. I also have a brigade of cavalry in there, and Dad's brigades are pretty big because we're mid-war Confederates for him. So those tend to be pretty big brigades as well. I imagine next turn we'll have a battle over here. So kind of it's going to be the end of March, 1st of April as far as the campaign goes. So some interesting battles that'll be happening right off the bat. To give you an idea of what Dad's going to face as far as mine go. You can see here, this is my big core, 3 core. It has 4 brigades in 2 of his divisions and a 3rd in another division. And then 10 core down here has 2 divisions, 1 with 4 and 1 with 3. And then, of course, batteries and such. And like I said, I do have a brigade of cavalry that'll be out on the board. So that'll be interesting to play out. Here you can kind of see how we're keeping track of our troops and how that all worked out. So this is 6 core, and elite is the corps commander, my divisional leaders, and then brigades, how big they are, quality, effectiveness, and then the weapon that they have. And then when we actually fight out battles, then we'll have all of this stuff over here to play out. Batteries just have the quality and the type of weapon that they are. So that's how we're keeping track there. The other interesting thing to this was how we came up with the board itself, the battle board. So each hex on the campaign board represents about 10 square miles. The battle board will represent about 3 square miles or so, maybe less. But what I did was I came up with a deck that had different types of terrain, and then we drew a card for each one of these squares, and then we had different ways to manipulate that, maybe connecting 2 hills together. We also have the hex that we're fighting in has a major river and then a major road and a railroad. So those are coming down the middle here, and we decided to put the river on the edge over there. And yeah, so everything else here you can kind of see just got played out a little bit different. So lots of little hills out there. This is a very open area with some farms scattered about that you can see that's out there, and then some minor roads, and then also a creek that kind of runs through the top there, through that swamp, and then over to the river itself. So that was really interesting to kind of play out and roll, and it just gives us, I think, a pretty interesting board to play on. So anyways, hopefully we will fight this battle out on Monday, and then I can give you a video on how that went. But pretty excited about it, and it's been fun so far. We'll talk to you later.